connect. Jessica, stop me if I missed anything too, please. Or Carrie.
Well, I also forgot to record, so I just hit record. So whoever's just now, or whoever watches the recording, you missed the first part of the Zoom. It's about attract. So maybe if we have time, we'll kind of go back over that at the end. But if you missed it, just get back in touch with Ashley, and she'll tell you real quick exactly what it means.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so connect. So connecting is using a tool. So we like to say if your lips are moving, you should be using a tool. So immediately when you say, what do you know about ketones or ketosis? No matter what they say, you're going to send them the campfire video. I'm sure most of you, all of you have seen it. It's a quick video that explains how it works. It's silly. It's 4 minutes, but it does the job. So we send them that. And as soon as they come back and they say, oh, well, what about this? Oh, what is this? But I don't understand this. You stop right there and you say, let me connect you with Carrie. She's been doing this so much longer than me. I don't know what I'm doing yet. And you connect in a message. Create a group, connect in a message, and you introduce each other. Hey, Sasha, this is Carrie. She's been drinking ketones for like, I don't know, a year and a half, knows all about it. She's going to help me answer your questions because I'm really new to this. Sasha, this is Carrie. Carrie, this is Sasha. So we take all the awkwardness out. And we're giving people what they want. They want the information. You're new, you're fresh, maybe you don't know. They want to know. So nobody's going to get offended or get upset that you put them in a conversation with somebody who knows more than you about it, right? So if you do the connection piece right, that is a third party. And Carrie's going to talk about that here at the end too. She's going to go more into that and why it's important. She's like, wait. So another tool that you can use is our Prove It Facebook page, y'all. That is packed full of information and videos. We have a blog on there with recipes that are amazing. We have a section on there called Keto U that is doctors. It's Dr. Andi sharing all kinds of amazing information. They're really quick, short videos, and they are generally the most frequently asked questions. So you can have a doctor answer them. So best connection ever. The other thing I absolutely love, you can find this on the Prove It Facebook page, is the Inspire On videos. If you aren't crying through these Inspire On videos, you don't have a heart. They are just these amazing people in our community telling their stories of what ketones, pure therapeutic ketones, have done for them. And not only that, but the business side of Prove It has done for them. So there's an amazing video with Sierra talking about being a mom and struggling being a mom and having the energy to help her kids and what ketones have done for her, changing that for her. So if you have a mom struggling with energy, you send the video and they're going to be crying, calling you, going, oh, I want to order some, because that's how it works. It's just that powerful. Stories are what sell ketones, guys. That's why whenever I share with somebody, I always share my story, always. So then we also have specialists that do live videos in our Prove It Facebook page. And it's amazing because you can get on there and ask questions and they answer right away. And then they share it to the page, and they actually, Prove It HQ marks like question about thyroid, question about this, question about that at this time. So you can say, oh, thyroid, cool. Fast forward to 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Super easy. So we're sending them tools and we're giving them third-party validation with these tools. So it's not just me going, hey, ketones work. Because I mean, they might be like, okay, sure. But Carrie's going to go over more about third-party validation here at the end. So like I said, if your lips are moving, you should be pointing them to a tool. Not only is it just validation, it's easy, right? So you guys are new. Most of you are new. And so if you're connecting them to me, I've been doing this a really long time, and 2 years almost, actually, in July. So I can answer all their questions. The weight is off of you to do that. And not only that, but you're learning while you're listening to me. Blah, 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 blah. So it takes the weight off you. It takes the hard work off of you. So what's that person going to see? Oh, all she did was connect me to her and she answered my questions. I can do that. Boom, you have a new promoter. So that's why we try to keep it as simple as possible, because we want people to see how easy it is to do what we do. Okay, so the next part is experience or enroll. So this is how you can connect them with an experience or enroll them. So a 5 or a 10-day experience. We have an awesome competition going on right now with 5 and 10-day experiences. I just want to shout out to Abigail, who is absolutely crushing that. She is sending them out left and right. And what it is it's a 5-day or a 10-day of multiple flavors, whatever you have, but it just allows them to taste it. Some people just absolutely have to do that. They think it tastes like chalk, and they don't believe us that it doesn't taste like chalk. And so sending them a 5 or a 10-day sample is a really good way for them to go, oh, crap, okay, this tastes just like raspberry lemonade. That's easy. I can do that. Boom. Then they know exactly what to order online. So that's another option, is to send them directly to your website, get them to order online. So another experience or enroll is the Prove It. Okay, so the another way for them to experience or enroll is the Prove It Promoter Facebook page. So if you have somebody that joins your team, the Prove It Promoter Facebook page has so many tools and videos that you're literally being trained by the top people in the company. Like, who better to be trained by than the top people in the company? So definitely, if you're not connected to that, we can hook you up with that, and you can go check it out. Scroll, look, watch the videos. It's amazing. So then you have community events. If you're doing community events, we've done Keto Life workshops here in Beaufort. And then we also have big events. We have one coming in Orlando. I'm so excited. So I'm sure we've talked to you about that. I'm sure Carrie and I have talked your ears off about that. But it is in Orlando. It's May 30th through June 2nd. And y'all, I think I've explained to most of you that it's literally like a Saturday with perfect weather, driving with the windows down with your jam on the radio, and you just feel like you can take over the world. That's what it feels like to be sitting in an event. That's what it feels like to be coming out of an event. It is just the best feeling in the world. And you feel like you come out of the event and you're like, I'm going to talk to everybody about ketones. What do you know about ketones? What do you know about ketones? And it fills your cup is how we explain it. So if you're interested in that, definitely let us know, and we're going to talk to you about it anyway. So I've got the Prove It Pulse app as your next experience or enroll. If you don't have that downloaded, you want to go to your app store and search Prove It Pulse. Super, super easy app. It literally drops everything that's happening. If we have a sale, if we have a new flavor come out, like, it all pops in right there. And when you become a promoter, when you have people join your team, or if they hit like MVP or Go Pro, it's all going to pop up in there for you and say, hey, Elizabeth just hit MVP. Woo, Elizabeth, which she did. And it's going to give you all kinds of information. There's a help part in it. It's awesome. Explore the app. Download the app. There will be another app coming out very soon, which we're excited about, the Keto Lifestyle app. So look forward to that too. It's going to be awesome. Okay, so did I cover everything, guys? Did I miss anything? Okay, so next what I want to talk about really quickly is DMOs. DMOs is daily method of operation, or we like to call it daily method of opportunity. We get the opportunity to do these things. Like, we get to do this job. We get to share ketones with the world. So it's really exciting. So this is how we break it down. So we've got five different categories. Okay, so the first one is, this is daily things that you should be doing for your business. You don't have to do them all at once. You can block it out during the day. You could set it up where you have 1 hour in the day, you set up and do it. However works for you. That's the beauty of this. When I worked a 10-hour job, I would come home at night and do it right after I put the kids to bed. That's the only time I had to do it. That's what I did. And I built my business and was able to leave my full-time job doing that. So, okay, number one, improve. So personal development. Listen and watch, read something that inspires you, and gratitude. So any one of those, all three of those, what they're going to do is build your belief in yourself. It's really hard to tell somebody how amazing something is and not convince them, but really show them what it can do for you if you don't believe in yourself. You're going to hold yourself back from talking to people about it. You're going to hold yourself back in general from going after this amazing goal that you have. Personal development is what has allowed me to talk to Carrie about ketones, and talk to anybody about ketones that are sitting here today. Jenna, number one, the personal development I did was how I walked up to her in a salon and said, yeah, I drink ketones, because she saw my shirt. So here she is, going to be a Champ 6, and is amazing. So if I hadn't done personal development, if Prove It hadn't poured into me and I hadn't poured into myself, I would have never done that. So that's number one. So figure out what works for you, and that's your improve. Number two is to move. Okay, MUV with the U, with the prove you. Okay, so 20 to 30 minutes of activity a day. So walk, go for a walk, take your kids for a walk, walk the stairs, do the laundry, take the long way, parking in the parking lot, park at the back, walk all the way to the store. Get some kind of movement in. And then Jessica said this, and it stuck with me from day one. She said, your body is your billboard. So we are in a health and wellness company. We need to, health and wellness is a part, movement is a part of health and wellness, right? We need to be able to walk up and down the stairs, or somebody's gonna be like, I'm not gonna buy ketones from her. I mean, she can walk up and down the stairs. I mean, so listen, it doesn't matter what you look like. That's not the point here. But the point is getting healthy involves moving, some kind of movement. So that's why we say 20 to 30 minutes a day, any kind of movement you can get in. Anything. If you're just gonna stand literally up and down in your chair, like anything you can do to get some movement in, and drink your ketones. That's a part of number two as well. Drink your ketones twice a day, so that these changes that I've experienced and Carrie's experience and Jenna's experience, you will experience them too, and that's going to be a part of your story and a part of what attracts people to you. Okay, so attract is the next one. Attract new people. So for me, posting on social media is a part of my attract. I post minimum twice a day. Try to do something funny that's just me and my personality, and I try to share a little bit about my family every day. People are attracted to me. They purchase from you, not from the company. They're attracted to you personally, and that's why they want to try ketones. So that's number three. Number four is connect. Interaction, activity, mixers, doctors' videos, inspire on. So basically go to the Prove It Facebook page and check something out. Go to the Prove It Facebook page and interact, comment on the things. It's number one, going to bring it up in your news feed. Number two, you're going to maybe boost somebody's confidence, because we have a reboot page, and maybe you go in there and you say, they're struggling on they're at 48 hours and they're struggling on their reboot. And you go in and you say, you know what? I've struggled here too. You got this. And you'll be amazing about how that can help somebody. So get a part of our Prove It community. That's the best part of our company is the community. So get a part of it, deep into it, dive into it, and watch a video. Okay, sorry, I'm going as fast as I can, I promise. I talk fast. Okay, contribution, number 5. So that's number 5. Prove It Facebook page, IG, Instagram, Prove It's IG page is amazing. So 3 times a day, check one of those things. If you're sitting in the bathroom at work, pull up the Prove It Facebook page. I mean, that's the best, what I used to do. So that is DMOs. So you tailor them to what you want them to be, what works for you. Some people go through IG stories and comment, swipe. That has been working for me lately. So Carrie, do you want to talk about third-party validation?
Also, you also send happy birthday messages to everybody. So that's another way, that's another DMO that we like to do. Let's see, third-party validations and the importance of third-party validations. And that's funny, I do it while I pump at work. Yes! See, it's the little things and staying consistent that's going to make you successful. So consistency with this business is key. Like Ashley said, DMOs are a must. And that just helps you form a habit, and you're doing stuff every day, and then you're working that muscle. Also, third-party validations. I wanted to talk about this because I can tell when my team is working because I'm in messages. If I'm not in any single message, then I'm assuming nobody's doing anything. So what this means is, like Ashley said, connect. You can connect people to inspire on videos or whatever the case may be. But anytime I talk to anybody, and this is partly why I can go to events and know that my business is still working, because I can take 2 seconds in the bathroom and say, oh, hey, you're watching all my Instagram videos of me dancing on stage at this awesome event. oh, you want to know more about ketones? Here's a quick video. And I send them the campfire video. And the cool thing is I think we're coming out with a new video soon as well that's going to be really useful. And I like it a lot better than the one we have now. But also I can literally message them back and say, hey, watch this quick video and I'm going to connect you with a friend of mine because I'm busy. So you either want to make it seem like you're too dumb or too busy to answer messages. It's not that you're dumb, because you know what ketones do for you. And it's not that you're really busy because you might be pumping at work, or you might be sitting down doing nothing, watching TV. I was at a Super Bowl party one time and put Ashley Brandon in a third party, and I went and enjoyed myself at the Super Bowl party and came back, and the girl had bought a box before I could even talk to her. So the thing about third-party validations is you don't ask. You tell them and you direct them, hey, I know that you're interested about ketones. Here, let me connect you with my friend Ashley, or whoever invited you into this conversation in the first place. Hey, and it could be the silliest question. No question is silly enough, and you just connect them anyway. Hey, I hear your question, but I'm really busy right now. I'm at work. I'm unavailable. I really don't know the answer. I just got started. Let me connect you with Ashley. She's been drinking the product for 2 years. She can tell you all the answers. And then like Ashley said earlier, you just put them in the message and you say, hey, Carrie, hey, Ashley, or hey, Jenna, hey, Monica, hey, so-and-so, hey, Abigail. Oh, Siri just picked it up that I was talking to. But you say, hey, this is so-and-so. She has questions about ketones. I've already sent her the campfire video, or whatever the case may be. And you go ahead and say, hey, can you help me out? I'm really busy and I might not be able to answer. And then you literally put that conversation on mute and check it later. But don't feel like you have to pop it there and answer questions, because this third-party validation, this is what our company is based on. And literally, this is what we use to help you learn. And if you're running your mouth, you're not learning. So basically, the third-party validation is for you to learn and listen. And then when you have a team, which is awesome, and you get a team and you get people, they're putting you in messages, then you know how to respond and how to answer that. So I like to tell people, like this whole Bird Box thing, everybody was telling me, you have to watch Bird Box. You have to watch Bird Box. I ain't watching Bird Box. And then, but it's kind of the same thing, right? Like everybody wants to know about ketones, and everybody's telling somebody, oh, you should try ketones. You should try ketones. They're not going to try ketones. But if you put them in a third-party validation and they hear from more than just you, and they hear from 2 people, then they're going to be more likely to be curious, because they're going to be like, well, I've already heard your story. I know you. Now I'm hearing these 2 or 3 other stories, and now I really want some, So that's my little bit on third-party validations. It's my go-to. I tell everybody when you get started, use the third-party validation. And it's really important, because if you are not putting people in third-party validations, then when you have team members sign up under you, they're not going to use third-party validations, because they're not going to know. So make sure you are utilizing that, because it is a strong tool. It's probably the strongest one we've got.
And number 1, 2, don't say, well, I don't want to bother you. No, this is what I do. First of all, I love being in third-party validations. It's my jam. So do not ever hesitate to put anybody in a third-party validation, because that's what we do as provers. Also, add them to the ketone community and the We Keto Better page if they're interested at all, because that's another third-party validation tool. Of course, ask them if you can add them, but add them to that too. So that's a step 2. Okay, so Jessica, Greg, I would love if you would share the MVP factory and what it takes to hit GoPro MVP, and what we should be doing, and that's the base of this business.
Sure. Okay, so I'll start off by saying that every single bit of information that Ashley and Carrie just gave you guys is golden. If you were so busy during this Zoom and you've got your kids yelling in the background, I encourage you to go back and listen again and take a few notes, because these are the things that you need to know to move your business forward. This is everything that you need to know. Now, let me talk to you about this. When we first got started, we didn't even have half the tools that we have now. We started a little bit over 2 years ago. November was 2 years. So add that up. I'm crazy. I don't even know how many months it's been. But when we first started, we didn't have all these doctors' videos as that we have now. We didn't have the video that explains GoPro and Go MVP. All we had were the people that we were working with, our support team, the people that we went to and used for support. So we were constantly using them and getting them on Zooms and putting them in third-party messages and asking them 50 million questions a day and just trying to figure out what we needed to do. And you know what, guys, you kind of get ahead of yourself, especially when you're brand new and you first start this business. You get so excited. I can remember coming in, didn't have a clue what any of this was. I didn't understand really what even ketosis was. I just knew that I had done the Atkins diet before. But whenever I started looking over things, I saw the car champ thing, the car bonus. And I was like, oh my gosh, I want to hit champ. What do I have to do to hit champ? And they were like, hold up, wait a minute. Like, let's get you to MVP first. So if you're like me, you're super excited, you're ready to blow this thing up, you want to know, how do I hit this rank? What do I need to do to get this? What do I need to do to get that? Don't worry about anything except for MVP, GoPro and Go MVP. Keep your focus on that. And how you hit GoPro and Go MVP is by doing the things that Ashley and Carrie just talked about, but with lots of intensity, right? Do it really, really fast. So I absolutely love GoPro and Go MVP. And the reasons is because it gives you a timeline. You have, 14 days for MVP, and then you have, the remaining period, you get to 30 days to hit or maybe I said that wrong. 14 days for GoPro, 30 days for MVP. You get to use the volume that you got for GoPro towards your MVP, but it just gives you a goal, right? A lot of people come in and different network marketing companies or whatever, and they're like, what do? I don't know what to do. And whoever signed them up is just like, well, just go get them. Just go talk to people. Just go do this. And you really are just running around, not even sure why you're doing it and what you're working for. But Pruvit is the bomb, of course, and they've given us this Go challenge for your first 30 days in business. So if you will follow these directions and try your hardest to hit your Go challenge, that's going to build that momentum that's going to continue to take your business to the next level. So it's super, super important. If you really want to do this and you want to be successful and you want to get anything out of it, really, if you want to get anything more than just getting your product for free, I strongly advise you to focus on GoPro and Go MVP. If you have not seen the Fast Start video, get that. Get Ashley or Carrie or Jen or whoever to send you that Fast Start video. Take a few minutes and watch it. Most likely you'll probably still be a little bit confused if you're like me, like I'm like, I don't really get it. But if you'll look in your cloud, it's actually going to track everything for you. So all you need to know is GoPro is at least 2 customers. You can have a combination of customers and promoters, but somewhere in there, you have to have at least 2 customers. So you can't get all your volume from promoters. The reason that that's in place is because if you know anything about network marketing and the guidelines, the FTC that looks after everything and is super, super nitpicky about different things and want to make sure that all these companies are doing everything the right way, you cannot have a company that is majority promoters. You have to have a lot of customers in there too. So Pruvit's awesome at all of that, and they take care of all those amazing things for us, so you don't have to worry about that, but that's the reason that that is in place. So at least 2 customers and 1,000 in volume. If you don't know what each product is as far as BV, we have a list in your cloud. I'm sure Ashley can get that to you if you don't know where to find it, but you can see in your cloud as well. Each time someone purchases from your website, it's going to show you exactly how much volume that was worth. It's going to move. You're going to have these bars, and you're going to be moving the bar from like an orange yellowish color to green. So once you get to green, you've unlocked it and you've hit your GoPro. If you're still super confused, if you need more clarification, just get with whoever you're working with and we can go over it with you a little bit more details, but I'm not going to spend all this time exactly going over how to hit GoPro and Go MVP. I'm going to explain to you why it's so important. So not only are you going to get those awesome bonuses, start your business off, on the right foot. You're going to have some customers in there. Most likely, if you hit MVP, you've most likely gotten a promoter. Now, we do have some people who are able to hit MVP with just straight customers. But I always advise people, guys, look for those promoters. Like, you want to go after promoters because that's how you're really going to build your business. So every single person that you have the conversation with about ketones, about Keto Nat, about whatever the heck you're talking to them about, Keto Reboot, you need to make sure that you just at least mention the opportunity. I'm not crazy. I'm not weird. I'm not salesy. I don't give them this big copy and paste, hey, join my team, da-da-da-da. I don't do any of those things. I just slide it in there. You know what I mean? So just to make them curious. So after we've had the conversation about the product, I'll just say something like this. And this is just an example. It's probably different every time I say it. But I'll say something like, hey, I don't even know if you would be interested in this, but I can also tell you how you can get this for free each month and even make some extra money. I'm super excited about it. I've been doing this for a while, and I think you would be really good at it. Or I think this would really help you and your family. I always try to say something to make them think, oh, really? You think I would be good at this? Or you think that this would help me? You know what I mean? Like, just to kind of get their wheels turning. And that's it. Like, I don't give them information unless they want it. You know what I mean? Because people don't really like to have this pushed down their throats because all the other companies do that. Raise your hand if you've ever gotten a Facebook message from somebody trying to get you to join their team. And you're like, girl, that is not how you do it. Thank goodness that's not how we're taught to do things. And on the other foot or the other hand or whatever, I don't know the expression. When you're first getting started, it's okay to talk to your close friends. It's okay to talk to your family members and be excited and say, oh my gosh, I just started this business. Like, girl, you are not going to believe this. This product is incredible. I'm pumped. I'm about to make some money. Do you want to get in on this with me? I mean, if that's not how you talk, don't say that. But you see what I'm saying? That's what I did. That's what Mandy did with me. She found this. She was impressed and super excited. And she's like, Jess, look at this. Look what I found. You have to do this with me. And then that's what I did to my closest friends and family. Now, I didn't message everybody on my Facebook friends list and say, oh, join my team, do this business with me. But for somebody that knows and loves and trusts me, I felt comfortable reaching out to them. So that's what I advise you to do right off the bat. Like, get super busy with reaching out. Nobody's going to knock on your door and be like, hey, do you sell Prove It? I think I want to do that with you. Like, they don't know what they don't know. You know what I mean? So it's totally fine to reach out. Also, when you're doing your GoPro and Go MVP, Ashley said something about MVP Factory. You guys are probably like, what the heck's MVP Factory? So once you hit MVP, yay, celebrate. You just made all this money. You've got all these Prove It bucks. You've started your business. Then what? Right? We have so many people who hit MVP. They come in guns blazing, and then they just kind of fall off. And I'm like, what are you doing? You just made all this money. You just hit your first goal. Like, let's continue to do this and help other people. Like, how cool is it that you hit your goal? You made your accomplishment. You've got this extra money. You've made your investment back. You're killing it. How awesome would it be, and how great would it feel if you were able to help other people do the same thing that you just did? I don't know about you guys, but that's absolutely one of my favorite things about this whole entire thing is not only do I get to have success and, feel amazing every day and love what I do and get to make this money that's absolutely ridiculous, but I get to help other people experience the same things that I'm experiencing. So that's what I encourage you to do is after you hit that MVP, do not take your foot off the gas. Press it down even harder, like freaking go crazy and help the people that you've brought into the business hit MVP. So if you brought in another promoter under you, 2 promoters under you, whatever, help them get to MVP. Like, make this your main focus, and also make sure that your team knows to focus on this. Whenever we first started, this is what we did. I didn't know how to hit ranks. I didn't understand the volume. I didn't understand why and how. I didn't understand anything. All I knew was that they told me that I needed to make my bars green and hit MVP. And then I said, now what? And they said, you need to help your other people do the same thing. So that's what we did over and over again, over and over again, over and over again. And it duplicated and duplicated and duplicated. And before we knew it, we had a team full of people. Not everybody, but we had a team full of people who were crushing it and hitting their goals and hitting that MVP. Like, think about it. Whenever you first got started, or maybe just think about someone that's getting started on your team if you've been here for a while, how did you feel? If you bought a promoter pack, you felt literally scared to death because you probably just spent, I know I did, spent your life savings, right? At the time, like $1,000 to me was so much money. So I spent this $1,000, was very unsure, even though I did feel like this was it. You know what I mean? I had that feeling of excitement and I knew that God had sent this to me, but I still had so much fear inside of me. Like, oh my gosh, what if we don't even sell this and we just spent this $1,000? What if this business doesn't take off? What am I going to do? Like, I had all these thoughts going through my head, right? And all of us feel that way. I would say probably 99% of the promoters who join have that feeling when they first get started. But once you come in and in your first 30 days, if you can make an extra $2,000 in your first 30 days, like, how does that feel? That makes you feel like, I can do this. It builds that belief in you, and you know, oh my gosh, I just made $2,000 in my first 30 days. Like, you get to tell people that. You get to have belief in yourself that you can crush this and that you can help other people do the same. Like, that's what it is all about. So if you didn't hit an MVP and you're out of your 30 days, don't stress out. If you're currently in your 30 days and you don't hit it, don't stress out. It's not the end all be all of this business, but we also at the same time really want to stress and put importance on it. So Prove It's really cool, and we have MVP resets usually a few times a year. So if you have missed your MVP, you'll probably get another chance, or I'm sure you'll get another chance. We actually have people in the company who are top earners who missed their MVP. Like, maybe whenever they first maybe whenever you first got started, you were unsure, you maybe just wanted to get your product for free and kind of like had the attitude of, let's see how this is going to go. You know what I mean? Or whatever. You had a life circumstance. Your kid was sick half the time. Stuff happens. Everybody doesn't always hit their MVP. But this is what you definitely need to focus on. So 2 people, 1,000 in volume for GoPro. Do the same thing again for MVP. It's whenever you first get started, you probably think, oh my gosh, I'm never going to be able to get that. But trust me, you will. If you're doing the things that these girls just told you to do, if you're utilizing your support line and having them help you, if you're staying plugged in, if you're excited about what you're doing and what you have, people are going to want to follow you. I promise you, y'all, if you don't know me, then you probably don't know my personality and how I am. But people are drawn to people who are excited. And y'all see Ashley Brandon and how bubbly she is, and just her personality in general. I mean, I'm obsessed with her. I'm drawn to her. I want to see what she's doing. I want to listen to what she has to say, even if she maybe doesn't even know what the heck she's talking about. Like, I want to know what she's talking about because she just sounds excited about it, right? So it's the same way with everybody. Like, that's just human nature. So it just depends on how you're going about it, the intensity behind what you're saying, the passion in your voice. Are you excited? Do you believe in this? Do you really want people to have what you have? They're going to hear it. They're going to feel it from when you're talking to them. So just get yourself fired up. You know what I mean? And people are going to follow you, and before you know it, you're going to be literally having your own MVP factory. You're going to have this team full of people who are all killing it, hitting MVP, crushing their goals, and then you're going to be a champ. And you're going to be like, how did I get here? What happened? I don't know, but I get a free car. And everything will be amazing in life. So, Ashley, tell me if I missed anything.
No, I mean, that was awesome. I think my key point is to reach out to people. Reach out to people you love. Reach out to people you care about that need one of the benefits: energy, mental clarity, mental focus, sleep at night, fat loss. Who do you care about that you want to be around for the rest of your life? Like, who do you care about? Reach out to them first. Reach out to people you think would be good at the business. If they say no, cool. There's so many people out there that need at least one of the benefits on the side of the box. This is my big thing. Don't have a scarcity mentality. Literally, you can walk outside right now in my neighborhood and I can say, do you know what ketones are? And they're going to be like, no. That's our business. And it's amazing. So reach out to people. If they're local to you, drive over and shake up some ketones for them and let them try it and let them see your excitement. And they're going to be like, shoot, I want to order this. Like, that is truly the key in your first 30 days is sharing that excitement, especially with those we know and love first. If you find like the best freaking Instapot, what did we do? We shared it with everybody because we were like, that sounds freaking amazing. You could cook chicken in like 10 minutes. Like, that's this. But it's so much more because you're truly changing people's health and changing their lives.
I think too, like, because we are selling something, that's the reason that people feel uncomfortable with sharing it. But who gives a rip, y'all? You have the golden ticket. You have the thing that is going to change someone's life. So every day when I talk to people, I have that in the back of my head. I'm not trying to make money. I'm not trying to sell them anything. I'm trying to help them. So that's going to get you out of your comfort zone and give you what you need to talk to more people, is if you'll keep that in the back of your head, you are helping them. I sold jewelry before, y'all. I tried to get people to spend $60 on a necklace, okay? Like, I didn't feel great about that at the end of the day. But every single day I feel like, yes, I get to help people change their lives, like, this is crazy. I love it. Okay, sorry.
Okay,
real quick. I'm so fired up. I'm so excited.
Everybody smile for a picture, okay? Ready? Look good. Look good. Ready? Okay. Gotta do that. No, that's truly it. Let's go change some lives. Let's go help people. That's all we do.
How many people can we talk to?
Yes. How many people? I mean, I talk to friggin' cashiers at Walmart. I'm like, oh, hi, how are you today? And they're like, I'm okay. I'm like, are you tired? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, let me tell you. Like, that is literally it. So
I got hit on at the gas station a while ago, and he got my business card.
Boom.
I don't know if you saw it, Ashley, but we had a champ we have a message with all of our champs, and she shared with like literally everybody in a Dairy Queen or something. I don't know where she was, but she had everybody up in there talking about it and getting information and super excited about it. So it doesn't matter where you're at, what you're doing. Everybody needs this and needs to hear about it.
Amen. That's true. Well, thank you so much, guys, for giving us of your time tonight. I know it's evening. I know you're busy. So thank you so much for hopping on. We will pop all of these things that we talked about, the Fast Start video, the downloads, all of that. We'll pop all of that in the chat so you have it. But Jessica and I got to hop off and get on a Zoom with the CEO, actually. So we can bring you back more fun information and training. So we love y'all. Thank y'all so much for spending time with us. And let us know in the chat if you have any questions.
Bye. Love you guys.
I love y'all.